So, oh, you can see me in the window. Hello. So today is the 14th of March, so it's just a day after I came into the craft room to tidy up, and one day later, and we're back in here, and we are fairly tidy. I just brought this down to put this way. So I've already filmed half of this video, and then my camera died. So I'm just going to do it again. So I'm just going to pan round and I'm going to show you what I've done and what I've still got to do. So let me just pan you round. So it might not look it, but it is actually much tidier. Okay, so let's just pan you round again. And let me talk you through what I've done so far and what my plans still are. So let me just back up. Okay, so the bags there by the door as you come in, they're both for the charity shop or for the care home where my sister is. So ignore those bags. The 3-drawer unit there has just got fabric in. I didn't touch that because I knew that was all as it was. I've got a coat hanging up there which I just leave there in case I have to run back down to the house if it's raining or anything when I'm tutoring. So I've got a basket here with a blanket in progress that I started last winter or the winter before, and also a little lunar lapping cardigan. This is just a spare one I knitted. I went on a bit of a lunar lapping cardigan knitting frenzy last year. So yeah, there's a, I'm going to sneeze in a minute, hold on, excuse me. Excuse me, sorry. There's a scrapbook page I did of myself and Samuel when he was about, look, maybe about 2, so about 11 years ago. There's an altered art picture I did, picture that Samuel did. I'm going to sneeze again. Oh, I'm so sorry. There's a picture of me with another altered art that I did. Anyway, so this table here is an antique sewing machine I bought a few years ago. You have to lift the lid up. So on this table I've got this tin here, just contains some bobbins. This is some Mandy Shaw red work to be worked on. Then remember the other week I got all these old cotton reels from the charity shop, all old ones here, some of them still with their plastic covers on, some of them without their plastic covers on, but all beautiful, which I will use them. So these ones are all fully intact, and then on my little display here, the ones that already had holes in them, I've just added them onto here. I can't get them anymore on, they're so big I can't get any more, so they're just like that. This bottom tin here just contains embellishments. This Cath Kids and Roses tin contains cottons and threads. I've got my printer here for photocopying and printing anything out. This basket just contains prizes for the children, otherwise they just get a sweetie as a prize. Then underneath it's just a basket with some knitting projects in that I want to just leave out here because I'm not planning to work on them at the moment. My pin board that I made a few years ago contains all beautiful cards that people have sent me. There's a lovely one there that Claire from Claire Who Makes Things sent me a few years ago. There's one there from Poppy Trefay with the tea, but I love that one from Claire. That's so pretty. She stamped on that, and then she wrote a lovely message on the back. I think I sent her some lunar lapping shoes or something. And then I've got a card there that my friend Wendy made me. These two my friend Wendy made me. And then cards that my other friends have made me over the years. I keep them all. This basket here just contains some minis from Green Lemmykin Yarn. And then in here I've got some minis that I got at Christmas, probably from Jeanette. And then in this basket I've got my 24-day advent calendar from Elderflower Stitches that I got this Christmas 24, that I haven't used yet. So I've left it in there so I know where that is, and it's prettier than just being in a cardboard box. That green yarn is there because I want to make a jumper, the Rosa jumper. So I've just left that there. This box, let me pull out my rocking chair. So on my rocking chair I've still got Luna and Postman Pat that I knitted for Samuel a few years ago. So let me just pull out my rocking chair, then I can show you what else I've got here. So the top box, I've got 100% wool felt in that box, which I use for Luna lapping. The next box down I've got large pieces of fabric, and the box at the bottom I've just got crocheting and some more large pieces of fabric. Then across the top of the Kallax units, I've got this box here, was a chocolate advent calendar I bought for myself. I wouldn't buy this advent calendar again. It was a melt chocolate advent calendar. Very pretty inside. See if I can open it. Don't get me wrong, really, really pretty inside. But the chocolate was nothing to write home about. But it is something I could reuse. I could reuse those boxes and make myself an advent calendar, which is why I've kept it, because it is really, really pretty, a pretty box. But the chocolate was nothing to get excited about. We actually finished the chocolate off a couple of weekends ago with Mum. It was nothing to get, really wasn't anything to get excited about. Then I've just, I've just got a whole load of these magazine boxes that I've brought ages ago, and I've just got different knitting books, sewing books, crocheting books, all different things. The book here, Evolution, is the one that has got the Rosa patterning that I want the green wool for to knit. I've got a scarecrow there that I made from pattern from Mandy Shaw. And then coming down in the cube, so that's large pieces of fabric. The next one's down is some scrappy bits of fabrics. Then we've got some books. Not sure what's in that box now. Has that got minis in? I've got a feeling that might have minis in. Let's have a look. If that's got minis in, that can actually go. Yeah, that's all minis. So that can actually go somewhere else. That can actually go in that basket. So that's just got more crocheting books and different things. This cubby hole here, or this one here in the corner, has just got scrapbooking projects to be done. There's my Swift there. This cubby hole here has got Christmas themed fabric like stockings and advent calendars to be made. Behind this box, so these books have all got to go onto a bookshelf. Mark's going to bring down some more of these Kallax units from the loft room, which isn't used anymore, and then I can have that just to one more side, and they can all go away because these are books that the children read. So in the cubby hole here behind the books is like haberdashery, like some interfacing and plain white fabric for backings and things. This cubby hole here, whoops, that keeps falling off all the time, is my laminator, my heat gun, and my lamp that I use when I go away scrapbooking. It's a really good, powerful lamp that I use scrapbooking. Put the rocking chair back. That's my rocking chair. This box here has just got photos in. The bottom cubby hole just got some red work projects again. Then I've got my dresser top. Lots of things on there that I made. I'll talk you through all that in a minute. Shush, Milo. This first cubby hole here is all Poppy to Fray projects that I need to make. This fat one here is a picnic blanket that I want to make, or beach towel. I want to make that maybe before we go away to Spain at the end of May. Then all across the bottom is all scrapbooking albums that I will have to carry on sorting out. I've got a doll's bed here from IKEA that I'd like to make a mattress for and bedding for to use. This cubby hole here is all like lettering, calligraphy work and inks and things to do calligraphy. This one here is all just stationery, so laminating pouches, stickers, paper and everything for the printer. This one is just junk, not even go there. This cubby hole here behind the heater is all red spotty bags. Anybody that knows the red spotty bag, that's all Mandy Shaw projects. More stationery, paper clips, safety pins, folders and so on. Then I took the shelf out of this one. So this is Too Deep. And this is all games that I use with the children, all educational games. On this shelf we've got a lamp, a fake orchid, some treats for Milo, and I'm starting the new Mandy Shaw Secret Society project group, and I've also started the Mandy Shaw Princess and the Pea project. So I've got a folder there, red spotty folder, I'm going to keep all the patterns in for this year. This cubby hole here has got my saxophone books in. I do play the saxophone, haven't played for a very long time, but I can play the alto saxophone. That's something you didn't know about me. This cubby hole here in the pink box is my diamond art, and on top is some more diamond art projects. This here, I've never used it. I wanted it, I've never used it, is a wax seal kit. So I do want to have a go at using that. This cubby hole here is all scrapbooking projects to work on. The bottom box is tapes and different things. Just gonna let Milo in, spin you around. There's the man. He wants to come in. Come on then, lay down on your bed. So where were we? Then I've got an old sewing box here that currently has nothing in, so I would like to use that. Then this cubby hole here, we've got the Pro Marker pens that I use. I've got some sewing tools here. I've got a mug that my friend Jo made me with ideas on lolly sticks for scrapbooking ideas and layouts. That's all that is. Oh, paperclip. Then I've got some colouring books and some crafting magazines. This shelf here has got some more crafting magazines, some freezer paper, some paper cross stitches, some more scrapbooking supplies, and below is scrapbooking supplies and patterns. This shelf here is all stationery for the children, just sort of miscellaneous things here, and don't really what's in those two cubby holes, not going to pull that out. Then on my trolley, so then here, this pink trolley here is the trolley I take when I go away scrapbooking. I've got a scrapbook album out because I had a couple of layouts I wanted to put away today, but it turned out I didn't have any more plastic wallets in there, so I think they're probably in the pink trolley, so I will look through there tomorrow. And then in here is current scrapbooking projects that I'd like to work on. That is the tote I use for scrapbooking, but that does need sorting out. On the trolley here, I've got this, looks like Radley, but it's not really Radley, but it's like a Radley, fake Radley box that I've just decided just to put some paper patterns in. Whether I use those or not, I don't know. Then I've just got a trolley here with sewing equipment in. I've got a Daphne Diary box down there. And then this area here, Mark is going to bring down some more of the IKEA shelving. We've got a loft room upstairs. It used to be Megan's bedroom, then it was my craft room, so we've still got some shelving up there that isn't really used, so they're going to go there, and then that can all go on there. And then also all the books that the children use, I've got early readers, and then I've got simple chapter books into harder chapter books, so they're all going to go away onto a bookcase. I did go to a charity shop today to see if I can find anything, any bookcases, but they didn't have anything, so I'm going to do that. So that will all go on there. Oh, that's more scrapbooking pages to be put away. That needs some pictures on. That's obviously a Christmas scrapbook. Samuel cleaned off my whiteboard today. One of the children made me this Christmas card, Merry Milomas for Christmas card that one of the children did for me, and Samuel's put some goals on there for me for this Christmas. There's my picture of me as the Queen that my friend Kay had done for me for my 50th. I've got a TV there that I sometimes watch when I'm out here, but I don't often come out here to do anything. I've then got another rolling trolley there, so the top shelf is all the children's folders for their work, whiteboards and so on. Second shelf down is resources for the children, so multi-link for counting, a clock stamp, different things, post-it notes, and then the bottom shelf is some more resources. And then this box here is all just workbooks and everything. My desk is looking a lot tidier, so I did close it up. It's a dining room table that seats 6. We've got the same inside the house. So I just knocked the microphone then. So I've got the same inside the house. I closed it up yesterday and then I've just reopened it again. So I've got my laptop on there. I've got a little mini fridge that Kay brought me. Put some stickers on there, some crafty themed stickers. I've got a thing that mustn't be named so I can see the door. I've got a fan, different bits and pieces, colouring pencils, all just equipment there for the children. And then I've got a cutting mat here, so the plan being that if I want to come out here and craft, I've got a cutting mat. I've also got one behind me. We used to use this as a cinema room, so there is a projector screen there, so that pulls down, that doubles as a blind on the window because it does get sunny in here. And then up the top here I've got a marmalade. I've got some of Paula's characters that I've brought, some of the large Christmas ones. I've got Eric the polar bear, I've got Gracie the frog, Rowena the squirrel, my wonky donkey, the dog, crochet Christmas tree, and looks like a drunk crocheted daffodil. I've got this, a Zutta, which is a machine that you can do wire binding with. I don't want this anymore. If anybody would like this, it's free to a good home. If you're not local to me, then I've just asked for somebody to cover the postage. I've had it years, I don't use it, but if you want to make like wire bound books or anything for project, like journaling or anything, it's what you know, it's ideal. There's some wires here for your binding, it's the instruction, but it's called Bind It All. It's all the instructions, what size to use. It's all in perfect working order. So if anybody would like that, it's free to a good home. First come, first serve. If you're not local to me, obviously just cover the postage, please. What else? What else was I going to show you? Oh, my dresser. So it's my dresser. So there is a red heart that I sewed to commemorate King Charles's coronation. There's a Christmas gnome, some crocheted flowers I brought in Yorkshire last year. There's some Marks and Spencer's tins that are really nice. On this shelf we've got some, I love Brambley Hedge. I've got 2 money boxes there and I've got 3 plates across the back. I've got another redwork heart. I love to sew. I've got this sewing machine that I made out of felt. Whoops, got some butterfly wings. They belong to Marmalade actually, so I don't know why they're there. They belong to Marmalade. I've got this little model of me that my friend Wendy made me. Got a little badger I made. A little card from Paula. I've got my Maylig mouse bed with all of Paula's characters all sitting on the bed. Down here I've got Me Too Bear. I've got World's Best mug that Samuel brought me. I've got a tea cosy that I made to commemorate the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. I've got a birdhouse that I made. The Queen I knitted. And then on this shelf I've just got some pretties. I've got the Peter Rabbit tin. I've got a teddy bear that I knitted. And a mouse and a Luna Lapin and Samuel peeking at you around the corner. And then my sign that my friend Helen made me for So Sweet Samuel. I've got a stereo there, some knitting needles. So Not perfect, but for 24 hours work, I'm happy. Once those books have gone off the floor, then I'm happy. The bed, did I say I'm going to make a mattress and cover for that? So once those books are gone, do you know what? I'm happy. Once all that's gone there, that's charity shop and care home, I'm happy. It is much better than it was. It's much tidier than what it was. So yeah, this is my April vlog for the 14th of April. I have been busy crafting. Mum has been busy crafting. She's gone home